Hello and welcome back to the Nested Magpie. I am Stephanie and I have a thrift haul. So I went to a yard sale, I guess it was 2 weeks ago, and I found some things. And I got really good prices on them, which could be bad because then that just made me want to buy the things. So anyway, like I said before, I have a thing for baskets, and this woman had these baskets at her spot, and she saw me looking at them. I picked them up. They're kind of cottagey, which is what I really liked about them. They're really sturdy. The only thing is this one has a little bit of damage right there, but so what? You put a little piece of fabric like I have here, and you won't be able to see it. So I got that one and I got this one. This one's a little bit bigger. I love these because I leave them around the house. I put books in them and I don't know, whatever I could think of, but I have baskets everywhere. So she gave me those for $3 a piece, which honestly would probably cost 3 or 4 times that much anywhere else if I bought them new. And they are a little bit dirty, so I'll probably, they have like a varnish or something on them. So I don't know if I'll submerge them to wash them, but I might just spray them to disinfect them and maybe like use a damp cloth to wash them, wipe them down with, because they are dusty. And then what else did I get at that yard sale? I've been looking for these. Somebody had these old Currier and Ives calendars, and this one said Sleepy Hollow. Sleepy Hollow is one of my favorite places. We visited, I guess it was back in 2018, and there's not a ton to do, but it is a cute little town if you ever get the chance to go. And then, so I got this one. This is a winter scene. I was looking for an autumn scene, but she didn't have any. And so this one's from September of 1966, and this one's got December of 1966. So that's pretty cool. And these were, she was selling them for $7 each. Give me 1 second here. And she said if you bought 2, she would give them to me for 10. And then if you bought more, it was like the more you bought, the less it was, the cheaper it was. I knew I had a hair clip around here somewhere. It's on my pants. And then at that same yard sale, there was another woman selling all kinds of stuff, just like random stuff. And she was selling these garlands. For $1 a piece. They smell like basement. And they're like navy blue. Not usually a color I would pick, but I have navy blue in my, this camera is doing wacky things. Sorry, I put an auto zoom on here just to play with it, and it's going in, it's going out, it's going. Are you getting seasick yet? So anyway, she sold them to me for $1 a piece. So even for $1, you know, you can always do something like that. Put it on your porch. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. And the only thing is they make a mess. It's all over. Everywhere. Okay. Alright. So she had those. So I got 2 of those. And then she gave me this one for free. So I'm like, that's super cute. And it's from Hobby Lobby. Originally for $2.99. So that one was free. And that one I can always pop it in something like that with my books. This desk I actually got at the Goodwill bins for $10, and it was brown. It was a little wobbly. My husband fixed it. I painted it, put these knobs on it that I got at Hobby Lobby, and it's really cute and pretty now. But she also had this wood riser, and this was originally from Williams Sonoma, and she sold this to me for $1. So I thought, because it's got this scratch here, I thought This would be really pretty painted, so I'll probably white chalk paint it. And then I have this really pretty metal pumpkin that I bought in Lancaster last summer. So I think that would be pretty with like a little wreath around it with the pumpkin on here in the fall on my dining room table. So I will show all the things when I'm done. I actually did start to make over some of the things that I got that I showed last time, but it's been super rainy, so I haven't been able to get outside to spray paint anything, which is kind of annoying. But I did start repainting a few things. I went to go paint and I was out of chalk paint. So, but this whole thing is chalk painted, so that's probably what I used it all on. So I had to go buy chalk paint. And then I was testing out the baking powder and paint technique. I don't know if I love it. I don't know if I did it incorrectly, but I don't know. I might have to do another coat of it on that little teapot. So when those are finished, I'll share. And the other thing, that giant picture frame that I got, I'm going to take that to get a mat put in for those pictures that I just showed you, those Curry and Post picture, Curry and Ives. I can't talk. So what else did I get? Oh, the other thing I got at that flea market was this giant book of birds. It was $1. Everything was $1. People were just getting rid of all their crap. It needs to be cleaned because it's gross. Can you see it? It was in a basement or something. But I thought it would be a nice coffee table book, but it would also be a nice rip the pages out of book and use in frames or journaling or any of those things. And then my friend collects Stephen King books. So I got her this one for $2. She didn't have this one, so I texted her and asked her if she had that, and she said no. The other thing I got, this was also $1, is this family songbook. There was a gentleman there who had a table full of boxes of books. I was looking for some books with like gardening or botanicals or something. They didn't have any, so I ended up ordering one from Amazon. But this I thought was kind of neat because it's got all these sheet music pages. And I've looked for sheet music in Goodwill, but I never find any because I always see really cute, like people will make garlands out of sheet music or banners or things. So I thought this would be cool to rip the pages out of. And I saw a leaf banner that I wanted to make. The dollar store sells those little wooden leaves, and then I saw someone did like Mod Podge sheet music over the leaves. So something like that, or even just cut this out into leaves and Mod Podge them so that they're more rigid, and then make a garland. I don't know. I have all the ideas loaded with them. And then everything smells like basement though, so I'll probably start sneezing. And then I left that yard sale and I went to this really cute local antique store that I like because they were having a sidewalk sale and a lot of the vendors were there. And because I went at the end of the day, I don't want to touch my face after touching that stuff. Because I went at the end of the day, people were trying to get rid of things and they were marking everything down. So I've been looking for a little stool to use as a riser for baskets or lanterns or whatever. And I came across, this one. I don't love the top, so I'm going to take that off. But it opens. Look how cool. And it's like a primitive style. I don't even think I'm going to paint it, but I do think I want to try and get this fabric off the top of it and see what's under there. I would like it just to keep it bare wood. So she had it marked for $5, but she sold it to me for $2. I was like, you can't beat that for $2. And then she had all this other stuff, so I went through all her things and I got this little bag of potpourri. It smells good. You can't smell it, but it does smell good. And it's got this cute little pumpkin on it. And we all know I'm a sucker for pumpkins, so I got that, and I got this pumpkin garland. They're rusty. I like the primitive stuff, but it tends to be a little too dark, so I'll put it in with like regular things. I kind of mix all the different styles together. But that's, how cute is that? So I got 2 of those. So she sold me the stool, the potpourri, and 2 of these rusty pumpkin garlands for $3. I'm like, $3 is $3, right? My son's winking at me. And then, alright, I can't get that back in there. We'll fight with it later. And then there was another lady who was putting this cute little blanket back. And she was selling this, I think originally for $5. And it's all handmade. Her grandmother made them. It actually smells like the potpourri. It's just a little tiny blanket. So I thought, this room is green. Look how pretty it matches my walls. So I thought this would be pretty draped over my couch, or I change this out sometimes for different seasons. So draped over this chair, which you can't really see. Let me see if I could turn you. So this chair I actually got on Facebook Marketplace for $10. Didn't need anything done. I just cleaned it. And then this basket was also a thrift find. I love the thrift stuff, if you didn't notice. And this was also another sturdy one. I actually never cleaned this one. I probably should clean it. What's up, kid? Nothing. So I thought this would be really pretty over here. And it's got that little bit of brown, which would match the basket. I don't want to put this back in there since I didn't put those pumpkins back in the bag. And then the last thing I got at the sidewalk sale, there's nothing else in here, right? No. They were cleaning up because it was the end of the day, and they were putting a pile together to take to donate. And I saw a stool out of the corner of my eye, and I said to the guy, "Hey, are you getting rid of that stuff? Can I buy it from you?" And he was like, "Sure. What do you want to buy it for?" And I didn't want to insult him, so I'm like, "Give me a price." So he told me $3. And I really like this. I don't necessarily love the painting. It's very pretty. Whoever did it did a nice job. So I think I'm going to sand it. And I don't know if I want to paint it white or if I want to just stain it. I haven't decided yet. I don't know. Should I keep it or should I paint over it? It's kind of neat, but it's not really my thing.
In my opinion, you should keep it how it is.
I should keep it how it is. But it's in really good shape for an old stool. It's not wobbly at all. It needs to be cleaned. It's gross. But
probably has dust on it.
it's a little dusty. But other than that, it's perfect for what I want it for. So that's everything that I got at the yard sales and the thrift sales. I did go over to Goodwill a couple times this week. I didn't find a whole lot. I'm trying to stay out of the Goodwill, but my Goodwill just remodeled and they have lots of really good finds lately. So I did find a couple things this morning and something the other day. Not a ton. So I'm trying not to bring too much in because I want to clean out and bring things out. But we did go to Hobby Lobby too the other day because I did need to get paint. So I found a couple things there on clearance that would be nice for fall. They were fall flowers. And then I got like a hook. I needed another hook because I want to hang that one basket that I got. And I did get a couple other paint colors just to mess around with because I feel like I always find things around the house and I'm like, oh, I should paint that. And then I'm like, dang it, I don't have the color that I need. So anywho, that's all I have. Very little, just something quick. Hopefully this auto zoom thing didn't make anybody dizzy. I'm trying to test out angles and things. So bear with me, stick around. And thanks for watching and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Bye.